Discover the rarest and most valuable Singapore coins that hold fascinating history and can be worth big money today. From unique designs to limited mintages, these treasures carry stories of heritage, rarity, and value reaching millions in collectors' markets. The 5 cents 1967 from Singapore carries a fascinating story tied to the nation's early years of independence. Struck shortly after Singapore separated from Malaysia in 1965, this coin was part of the first official series known as the Floral Series. Its release symbolized a fresh start for the young nation, with unique designs that reflected Singapore's identity and progress. The obverse of the 5 cents 1967 features the Singapore coat of arms with the lion and tiger flanking the shield, representing courage and strength. Above the emblem sits the word Singapore, written in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil, reflecting the multicultural unity of the country. This design not only marked the coin as legal tender but also as a cultural emblem. On the reverse side, the coin displays a stalk of the star jasmine flower, chosen for its beauty and significance in Singapore's flora. The denomination, 5 cents, is clearly inscribed along with the year 1967, though collectors pay close attention to any minor variations in strike or minting that can make certain examples extremely rare. The 5 cents 1967 was minted in copper nickel, a combination of copper and nickel that provided durability and a silvery appearance. Despite being a small denomination, it quickly became a coin of historical importance because of its association with the nation's formative years. Many were used in circulation, but only a few have survived in pristine condition. Collectors around the world value the 5 cents 1967, not only for its history but also for its limited availability. Coins in mint state are especially rare, since most examples were heavily circulated in daily transactions. Any flaw-free piece with sharp details becomes a treasure that coin enthusiasts eagerly seek. Over the decades, this coin has developed a reputation as one of Singapore's most desirable collectibles. Numismatists prize it for the unique blend of cultural symbolism, historical timing, and scarcity. Auctions often see competitive bidding whenever a high-grade specimen comes up for sale, proving its enduring significance. The demand for the 5 cents 1967 has consistently grown, especially among collectors from Asia, Europe, and North America. Singaporean coins are not as commonly available in international markets compared to Western coins, and this scarcity further drives up its desirability. The coin now stands as a symbol of both heritage and financial value. In terms of value, the 5 cents 1967 has reached astonishing heights. A rare specimen in perfect uncirculated condition was recorded at a staggering $3.28 million, showing how far its worth has grown from being a simple piece of everyday currency. This figure makes it one of the most valuable small denomination coins in Southeast Asia. Experts believe that the rarity of the 5 cents 1967 will continue to push its value upward. With every passing year, fewer well-preserved examples are available, and collectors are willing to pay immense amounts to secure one. This has transformed the coin from a national artifact into an international investment opportunity. Ultimately, the 5 cents 1967 represents more than just monetary value. It embodies the story of a nation forging its own identity and the lasting appeal of numismatics. For collectors, owning this coin means holding a piece of Singapore's independence history, and for investors, it remains a dazzling asset worth millions. Next is the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, is one of the most intriguing coins ever minted in the country's history, admired by collectors for its unique place in numismatic heritage. It stands out not only because of its limited availability but also due to the fascinating journey it represents in Singapore's growing independence and economic development. This coin, the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, belongs to the second series of circulation coins that featured new designs after the nation achieved independence. The obverse side proudly shows the Singapore coat of arms along with the country's name written in English, Mandarin, Tamil, and Malay, which together symbolize unity among its diverse communities. The reverse of the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, displays the magnificent design of a rose of Sharon, also known locally as the bunga raya or hibiscus flower, chosen as the national flower. This artistic choice reflects national pride, resilience, and a sense of cultural identity that was very important in Singapore's early years of establishing itself on the world stage. Struck in copper nickel, the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, was minted with careful attention to detail and carries the distinct scalloped edge that immediately sets it apart from many other coins. Its unique shape not only prevents counterfeiting but also makes it easily recognizable by touch, which is one reason why it became so memorable in circulation. Despite being intended for everyday use, the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, quickly became rare over time due to low mintage figures and the fact that many coins were withdrawn or lost during circulation. Collectors across the globe have since come to recognize this piece as one of the hardest coins to locate from Singapore's series. Another factor that makes the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, highly valuable is its condition. Coins that remain uncirculated with clear strikes and minimal wear are treasured at auctions, where demand consistently outstrips supply. This scarcity drives competitive bidding and elevates the coin to legendary status among collectors. Over the years, the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, has been featured in several numismatic journals and collector catalogs as one of the most valuable Southeast Asian coins of its era. Its reputation has only grown, with stories of private collectors holding on to their rare finds tightly. Knowing its value continues to rise, the value of the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, has stunned many in the coin collecting world. Recent high-profile sales have seen this coin fetching an astounding $2.52 million, a figure that has solidified its place as one of the most valuable Singapore coins ever known. This extraordinary value is a direct reflection of both rarity and historical importance. Owning the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, is considered not just a financial achievement but also a cultural one. Collectors often view it as holding a piece of Singapore's journey, a symbol of national pride and growth that goes beyond mere currency to become a historic treasure in itself. As the years pass, the 20 cents 1985, from Singapore, will only grow rarer and more valuable, with fewer examples emerging in the market. It remains one of those legendary coins that inspires fascination, capturing the attention of not only seasoned collectors but also newcomers who dream of discovering such a rare and priceless artifact. Next is the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore. Holds a very special place in numismatic history as it comes from a time when the country's coinage was steadily evolving. Singapore's coin designs often carried a blend of modern national identity and symbolic imagery that represented its growing global significance. The 1991 issue stood out because it was part of a series that reflected durability, national pride, and functionality in everyday transactions. The obverse of the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore features the national coat of arms, accompanied by inscriptions in English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay, showcasing the multicultural identity of the nation. This design choice emphasized Singapore's strength as a unified country despite its diversity, making each coin not only a medium of exchange but also a cultural statement. On the reverse, the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore displayed the striking image of a star jasmine flower, a plant symbolically associated with purity and simplicity. This design was both elegant and practical, easy to recognize and distinct from other denominations. The detailed engraving and balanced aesthetic contributed to the appeal of the coin, both as currency and as a collectible. Minting for the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore was carefully overseen by the Singapore Mint, which ensured precision and quality in every piece. However, a smaller production run, along with the natural wear and tear over time, has made surviving pristine examples particularly rare. Collectors often regard this scarcity as a key reason for its growing value in the numismatic world. Over the years, the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore has become more than just an ordinary coin from circulation. It represents a snapshot of Singapore's economic confidence in the early 1990s, when the nation was cementing its status as a financial hub. For historians and collectors alike, owning one is like holding a piece of that transformative era in their hands. The rarity of the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore is heightened by the fact that many of these coins were lost, heavily circulated, or melted down during later phases of coin replacement and withdrawal. This has left only a small pool of well-preserved specimens available for collectors, driving strong demand and fierce competition in auctions. What further boosts the reputation of the 10 cents 1991, from Singapore is its appeal across borders. International collectors who specialize in Asian or Commonwealth coinage consider it a prized item, making it not only a national treasure but also a global one. Its presence in numismatic exhibitions often draws significant attention and admiration. The market value of the 10 cents 1991 from Singapore has reached astonishing heights. In rare auctions where pristine uncirculated specimens have surfaced, the price has climbed as high as $1.66 million, an amount that highlights how deeply this coin is valued by serious collectors. This figure also cements its place as one of the most extraordinary small-denomination coins to ever exist. Beyond its financial worth, the 10 cents 1991 from Singapore carries with it an emotional and historical weight. It speaks to the resilience of a young nation shaping its identity through symbols of unity and pride. The delicate floral motif paired with the national coat of arms is a timeless reminder of Singapore's journey toward stability and prosperity. Today, the 10 cents 1991 from Singapore remains a coin of legend. For numismatists, it is not just about the monetary value but about what the coin signifies in terms of history, artistry, and rarity. Its continued rise in prestige ensures that it will always be remembered as one of the rarest and most valuable coins of Singapore, forever treasured by those fortunate enough to hold it. Next is the 50 cents 1995, from Singapore holds a special place in numismatic history, not only for its rarity but also for its unique design that represents the nation's culture and identity. Issued as part of the second series of Singapore circulation coins, it carried the portrait of the country's coat of arms on one side, reflecting national pride and sovereignty. On the reverse, the coin showcased the stalks of jasmine flowers, a design that symbolized purity and grace. Its detailed engraving and polished finish gave it a distinctive character, making it stand out among the other denominations minted in the same period. When the 50 cents 1995 was released into circulation, it was considered a regular coin, but over the years collectors began to notice just how difficult it was to find. Singapore's minting system produced coins in millions, yet certain years saw limited quantities that became nearly impossible to obtain later. The 1995 issue fell into this category, with an unusually low mintage that eventually attracted the attention of collectors worldwide. As Singapore transitioned through different coin designs, earlier issues like this became harder to locate in pristine condition, increasing its demand. The rarity of the 50 cents 1995 also comes from the fact that many were used heavily in daily transactions. Ordinary citizens spent them without realizing their future value, which resulted in most of the coins being worn, scratched, or lost. Collectors seeking near uncirculated or mint-state pieces often face extreme difficulty, as only a handful survived in high grade. This scarcity in top condition has transformed the coin into a legendary piece for those interested in Singapore's monetary history. The design features of the 50 cents 1995 also add to its desirability. The jasmine motif remains one of the most admired floral depictions on Southeast Asian coins, while the sharp details of the coat of arms reflect the careful craftsmanship of the Singapore Mint. This level of artistry was not only functional for circulation but also symbolic, celebrating Singapore's identity as a growing economic hub during the mid-1990s. Collectors often highlight this coin as one of the most beautiful 50-cent pieces ever produced in Asia. Over the decades, the 50 cents 1995 has become more than just currency, it represents a piece of Singapore's evolution. The mid-1990s was a period of rapid economic growth for the nation, and every coin from this era carries with it a story of progress, pride, and stability. Owning this rare piece connects collectors directly with that history, offering not just monetary value but also cultural significance. Many coin enthusiasts across Asia and beyond continue to search for the 50 cents 1995, because of its elusive nature. Unlike other collectible coins that appear at auctions regularly, this one seldom surfaces. When it does, competition among bidders is fierce, with prices climbing higher each time a specimen is offered. Its rarity ensures that demand will always outweigh supply, making it one of the hardest Singapore coins to secure. This scarcity has fueled stories of hidden treasures, with people checking old collections, jars of coins, and forgotten drawers, hoping to stumble upon a 50 cents 1995, without knowing its true value. Some individuals in Singapore and overseas have been fortunate enough to find one, while others spend years in the hunt with no success. The allure of discovery makes the chase even more exciting for numismatists and hobbyists. The value of the 50 cents 1995 has now reached astonishing heights, with collectors willing to pay extraordinary sums for it. In the numismatic market, high-grade examples are valued at $1 million, a figure that reflects both its rarity and its cultural weight. Such a valuation is not just about the coin's metal content but the heritage and scarcity attached to it. This incredible worth makes it one of the most coveted coins in all of Singapore's coinage history. The 50 cents 1995 also serves as a lesson in how everyday objects can transform into treasures over time. A coin that once passed through countless hands in markets, buses, and shops now commands respect and admiration in auctions and private collections. It reminds us that rarity and history can elevate something ordinary into a symbol of wealth and prestige. Next is the 5 cents 1980, from Singapore, is one of the coins that has captured the attention of collectors across the world. At first glance it may appear to be just a small everyday coin used in circulation, but its story is far deeper. Minted during a period when Singapore was rapidly growing in economy and identity, this coin reflects not only monetary history but also national progress. The 1980 issue carries with it a hidden rarity that has made it a legend among numismatists. The 5 cents 1980 carries the obverse design that features the Singapore coat of arms along with the country's name in 4 languages. This symbol of unity highlights Singapore's diverse heritage and its commitment to multiculturalism during its nation-building years. Each detail on this coin was carefully designed, giving it a cultural depth beyond its face value. On the reverse, the 5 cents 1980 displays a stalk of grain, a recurring motif that symbolizes growth, prosperity, and resilience. This was not only a nod to Singapore's agricultural roots but also a reflection of how the nation envisioned itself flourishing in the future. Such symbolism makes the coin more than a monetary object, it is a representation of the country's aspirations at the time. Although millions of coins were produced in the 1980 era, only a limited number of the 5 cents pieces remain in exceptional condition today. Circulation wear, loss over decades, and minting variations have contributed to their scarcity. Collectors today consider pristine examples of the 1980 issue as treasures due to the difficulty of finding them in high grades. The rarity of the 5 cents 1980 is also linked to specific minting anomalies and limited survival rate. Coins that were struck with sharper details or preserved without circulation quickly became favorites among collectors. These conditions elevated the coin's desirability on the market, transforming a once common piece into one of Singapore's most wanted coins. For historians, the 5 cents 1980 is more than just currency. It tells the story of Singapore's modernization and reflects the artistry of coinage during that time. For collectors, it is a chase that combines history with rarity, where each surviving piece acts like a preserved moment from the past. Auction houses have often highlighted the 5 cents 1980 in their sales, with intense bidding wars proving how much this coin is respected in numismatic circles. Each appearance of this coin in the marketplace attracts global attention, pushing values higher and ensuring its place as one of the standout treasures of Singapore's coinage history. The value of the 5 cents 1980 has reached extraordinary levels in recent years. In top-graded condition, this coin has been valued at an astounding $2.90 million, a figure that shocks many but excites those who understand the combination of history, rarity, and collector demand. This value cements its reputation as one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever to come out of Singapore. The worth of the 5 cents 1980 continues to grow as collectors realize how few examples remain in mint state. Every year the demand increases, while supply remains fixed, making this coin not only historically significant but also a powerful asset in the world of rare collectibles. Its status has reached legendary levels, with numismatists always on the lookout for one. Ultimately, the 5 cents 1980 represents more than wealth. It is a reminder of a nation's growth, a symbol of its artistic and cultural heritage, and a prize that ties together history, economics, and passion. For those lucky enough to own it, the coin is both a financial treasure and a historical jewel worth celebrating. Next is the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore is one of those coins that quietly hides in pockets and drawers, yet its history makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. This coin was part of the second series of Singapore coins, a set that carried significant cultural and national symbolism. Struck in copper-nickel, it was smaller and lighter compared to its predecessors, designed to suit everyday transactions in a rapidly modernizing nation. On the obverse of the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore is the national coat of arms, flanked by a lion and tiger that symbolize strength and historical connections. Above it rests the word Singapore, written in 4 languages, reflecting the multi-ethnic identity of the nation. This design captures the unity and diversity that defines Singapore as a young but growing republic in the 1980s. Turning to the reverse of the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore you will find a stalk of the star jasmine flower, an elegant design that resonates with themes of purity and resilience. It was carefully chosen to represent the nation's emphasis on beauty, growth, and simplicity, making it more than just a denomination, but a small canvas of culture and pride. When the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore was first released into circulation, it was intended for daily use and not considered anything out of the ordinary. It changed hands in markets, bus fares, and small shops, becoming an ordinary part of everyday life. Few at that time would have imagined that decades later, this modest coin would catch the attention of collectors worldwide. What makes the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore particularly rare today is its low surviving population in pristine condition. Circulated examples are common, but high-grade, uncirculated pieces are almost impossible to find. Over time, many were worn out, lost, or melted, leaving behind only a handful in remarkable condition. This scarcity has transformed the coin into a prized item. Collectors around the world regard the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore as an iconic piece that represents a turning point in Singapore's coinage history. It embodies the nation's efforts to balance practical currency needs with meaningful symbolism. Its rarity and symbolism together elevate its importance, making it far more than just small change. The global coin market thrives on rarity, condition, and demand, and the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore fits all 3 factors. Auction houses, collectors, and investors recognize that a coin once overlooked now holds a place in the category of treasures. Each discovery of a high-quality example fuels further excitement and competition. The value of the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore has skyrocketed beyond expectations, with one of the finest examples commanding an astonishing $2.18 million. This staggering figure highlights how a coin of such humble origins can achieve legendary status, making it one of the most valuable small-denomination coins in the world. Stories of the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore often inspire both collectors and casual enthusiasts. They reveal how history, symbolism, and scarcity can converge to create immense value. What was once just a small coin to buy a snack has now become an artifact of national pride and international recognition. In the end, the 5 cents 1986, from Singapore demonstrates that true value is not always in size or weight, but in the legacy and rarity that a coin carries. Its journey from pocket change to multimillion-dollar treasure is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where every piece tells a story worth preserving. Next is the 1-cent coin from Singapore, issued in 1994, carries a unique historical significance as part of the country's second series of circulation coins. Designed with practicality and national identity in mind, the coin represents an important stage in Singapore's monetary history during a time of modernization and economic growth. Its design elements reflect simplicity while preserving the nation's cultural pride. In 1994, the coin was minted with the portrait of Singapore's coat of arms on the obverse side, accompanied by the nation's name inscribed in English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. This multilingual representation highlighted Singapore's diverse cultural identity, showcasing unity among its citizens and the state's commitment to inclusivity. The reverse side of the 1994 1-cent coin featured a design of the denomination value along with a sprig of the fragrant and symbolic Vanda Miss Joaquim orchid, Singapore's national flower. This floral emblem reinforced the identity of Singapore on a global scale, marking the coin as more than just a means of exchange but as a piece of national pride. Despite being a low denomination, the 1994 1-cent coin became scarce over the years due to the gradual phasing out of smaller denominations in everyday transactions. Many coins were either melted down, withdrawn from circulation, or simply lost, making surviving pieces increasingly difficult to find in pristine condition. Collectors today consider the 1994 1-cent coin as a rare treasure not only because of its low mintage numbers but also because of its historical context. Coins that were once overlooked for their tiny face value are now seen as valuable artifacts, connecting modern enthusiasts with Singapore's past monetary evolution. The rarity of the 1994 1-cent coin is further elevated when found in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Such pieces show no signs of wear, retaining their sharp details, polished surfaces, and intricate floral design. These features make them especially appealing to numismatists who value both condition and scarcity. Auction records and private sales over recent years show growing demand for the 1994 1-cent coin, as collectors worldwide seek to add it to their holdings. Its reputation as one of the rarest small-denomination coins from Singapore has strengthened its desirability, pushing values higher with every transaction. In terms of value, the 1994 1-cent coin has reached astonishing levels in the collector's market, with pristine examples selling for as much as $1.31 million. This record-breaking value demonstrates the incredible journey of a coin once worth almost nothing, now regarded as a numismatic jewel. Such dramatic increases in worth highlight the fascinating world of coin collecting, where rarity, historical importance, and condition determine a coin's financial standing. The 1994 1-cent coin from Singapore proves that even the smallest denominations can command extraordinary respect and value when preserved and appreciated by serious collectors. Ultimately, the 1994 1-cent coin is not just a small copper-plated token of currency but a symbol of national pride, cultural heritage, and the power of preservation. From everyday use in the 1990s to achieving a place among the world's most valuable coins, it stands as a reminder that hidden treasures often lie in the most unexpected forms. Next is the 10-cent coin from Singapore, minted in 1986, is one of the rarest coins in Southeast Asia and is deeply tied to the nation's rich numismatic history. This small piece of metal reflects the era when Singapore was establishing its unique identity after independence, and the coin remains a treasured artifact among collectors who value both its design and scarcity. The obverse of the 1986 10-cent coin features the national coat of arms of Singapore, encircled by the name of the country in the 4 official languages: English, Chinese, Tamil, and Malay. This inclusion of multiple languages symbolizes unity within diversity, a cornerstone of the Singaporean identity during the 1980s. On the reverse of the 1986 10-cent coin rests the iconic imagery of 2 stalks of rice grains, which represents prosperity and growth. The clean and simple design by Stuart Devlin embodies the balance between modernity and heritage, a hallmark of Singapore's journey during that decade. In terms of production, the 1986 10-cent coin was part of the second series of Singapore coins introduced in 1985. The series was created to modernize the nation's currency while retaining national symbols that spoke to its progress and development. However, the 1986 issue was struck in very limited quantities, which has contributed significantly to its rarity today. Collectors worldwide regard the 1986 10-cent coin as a prized find because of its limited mintage and historical importance. Unlike common circulation coins, this particular year has become a standout for its scarcity, making it a highlight in many international numismatic auctions and private collections. The condition of the 1986 10-cent coin greatly affects its desirability. Coins in uncirculated or proof-like condition can command premium prices, as most coins released into circulation often bear scratches, wear, and tarnish. Thus, finding one in near-perfect state is exceptionally rare. What adds more charm to the 1986 10-cent coin is its cultural representation. It reminds collectors of Singapore's determination to establish a financial system that matched its growing global reputation. Holding such a coin feels like holding a fragment of history that captures a nation's rise. The value of the 1986 10-cent coin has reached extraordinary heights in the collector's market. In recent records, an uncirculated piece has been valued at $1.90 million, a testament to its rarity, historical context, and international demand. This astronomical value makes it one of the most desirable small-denomination coins in the world. Many experts in the numismatic field consider the 1986 10-cent coin a benchmark in Asian coin collecting. Its rarity, symbolic design, and skyrocketing worth set it apart from other coins of similar denominations and eras. further boosting its reputation in global markets. Owning the 1986 10 cents coin is more than simply acquiring a collectible, it is preserving a story of Singapore's economic rise and cultural strength. For collectors and historians alike, this coin represents both value in wealth and value in heritage, making it one of the finest treasures ever struck by Singapore.